Excellent, very good, yeah. Please give them big hand. Please stand up, stand up. Please stand up. Hey, please don't sit. Please stand, it's good. More than 70? 70, same. Okay, please get up. Now, I'm not going to tell you to read what you wrote. No, that's your personal thing. Now, why this exercise? Many things, even if I talk for 1 hour, I can't convince you that there are many positive things in our life. When you write like this, sometime you realize. Let's ask all of them, what is your feeling? What you have written is different story. But now at the end, after writing, how many you said? 80? 97. 96. Okay. So after writing this 90, how do you feel now? Light. Earlier, now you feel light after writing? Any other thought? Wait. Internally, there are many things which I was not knowing probably. Yes, brother. Yeah. Yourself? Yeah. Can you come here? If you don't mind, please, all of you come here. Come. Somebody there also wrote, no? Come. Yeah, come, brother. Can we give them mic? Yeah. Just before, say when you started, how was your state of mind? And after writing maybe 70, 80, what are your feelings? What are your thoughts? Some insight you might have got after writing. Yeah, please.
Okay, I managed to write 101.
Great.
That's because I do it every night. So the more I do it, the more happy I feel. And I just have this sense of gratitude whenever I do it. Yeah.
Excellent, good. Yeah, please give her. What's your feeling?
I feel so blessed.
To have so many things.
And I'm very thankful and grateful
for all this.
For all that I have.
Excellent, good. Yeah, please give it to her.
My list is still going, and I'm very happy with everything that I have and as it is in life.
Maybe something earlier, that feeling was not there. After writing, it came probably, or no?
Yeah, it just keep on coming.
Yeah, it came. Okay, good, very good. Thank you.
Yeah, it was it's feeling of eternal joy. It's something that I currently do practice every night before I go to bed. And every time I do it, I just feel uplifted.
Okay, yeah, please give it.
Yeah, I realized something as I write. There's so much to thank for. You just go on and on with it. Yeah, so let's just continue.
Great.
I've not done this before, so first time I'm writing down. And,
So
and when I'm writing, actually tears started rolling.
Yeah,
and that's why I was a bit slow.
Yeah.
I got up to 75.
Yes. No, this is what was the objective, in fact. Yeah. Anybody else had some other feeling? No, even if you've written less, it's fine. But any other feeling?
It's always a feeling of gratitude.
Gratitude, yeah. This is another thing for health. Attitude of gratitude. No, those who have that gratitude, they don't fall sick. So that's why this whole exercise is to develop that feeling of gratitude. Yeah, please sit. Thank you. Thanks. Yeah, please. Yeah, anything? Yes, yes.
Based on what you have teaching us just now, the 108 wordings, I mean, these words to write, I believe you said just now was about disease, how the mind can cope up and revitalize the disease to be more curing side. I think these words, when you keep on writing at night, it will
Those
actually...
are not finished, no, please complete.
Yeah, it will somehow will heal you.
Yeah.
Indirectly. That's what I believe.
No, good he said, in fact, complete 108 and then again reread them and shortlist. Maybe out of that 108, maybe there are 20 which really you feel good. That others are not privileged. Say if your parents were loving, very few have loving parents. Feel privileged about it. And then that 20, what you have shortlisted, whatever, 15, 20, repeat them every day for at least couple of months. Yeah, okay. Do you know? But any question? You should. You must feel like, you must feel emotional. No, that's the whole thing, that emotions are most powerful. And positive emotion should come. No, negative emotions can kill someone. Positive emotion can heal a person. Do you know how many thoughts we have in a day? Huh? 4,000, okay. How many thoughts? 50,000, yeah. Time magazine had did little bit, it was a thought of a thinking on it. And they came to a conclusion that on an average, we have 30,000 to 60,000 thoughts. Why? Because one thought doesn't last more than a couple of seconds. Either we repeat the thought or that thought is changed. Like that, we have so many thoughts in a day. And every thought is packet of energy. If we can use that energy, there can be something positive. So, thought management is very, very important. Half the problem of life is because of we do things without thinking. And remaining half, we keep thinking and don't do anything. So that's why we should manage our thoughts properly. In fact, generally, ordinary people feel uncomfortable between what they are and what they want to become. No, there is always a gap between what you are and what you want to become. Mostly we feel uncomfortable. Successful person relaxes between the gap. Or we can say healthy person would relax between the gap. You may say, doctor, not possible. But if you want to understand the secret, then have a very big goal. But wherever you are, feel relaxed, feel happy, feel satisfied. Because to achieve success, to achieve what you want in life, it's not only hard work, it's sharp work which is important. No, it is not hard work, it is smart work which is important. And we can indeed achieve success if we have out-of-box thinking. And that is possible. You can become intuitive only if you are relaxed. Although a little difficult, I will share with you how to do it. Success is birthright of every noble thought. So if you have a good thought, you are bound to be successful. Right now, what you have, your resources, your education, nothing matters. What matters is the power of that thought. It is said, if you think anything for 17 seconds, you attract that event. How much? How much? Say. You know, no, I told you why I make you repeat. So it's 17 seconds just. No, we don't concentrate even for 3-4 seconds. And to do that, we need to be relaxed, peaceful. Then only you can have better focus. Thought is a great thing, but for whom? Who can care for it? Anyone has done gardening? Even yesterday somebody was saying, gardening, who said? When you were introducing, somebody said. Yeah. So no, in gardening, what's important? If you have done gardening, what is important? Soil is important. Okay, then seeds are important. Then watering is important. Then sunlight is important. Still fertilizer. Yeah. Important thing, that unnecessary grass which grows. No? Removing that unnecessary grass is very important. So similarly, for healthy living or even for success, I will share with those unnecessary thoughts. Reducing those unnecessary thoughts are very, very important. There is a difference between I failed 4 times and I am a failure. You might have failed 4 times, but still you can be successful. You might have so many diseases, but now you can become healthy. You may be ill. Many tell me, the doctor, I am suffering for 20 years. Now there is no hope. No, I can never be cured. Time doesn't matter. Even the right approach matters. So now what we are learning is a right approach to life. We have, many times in life also, we have to take a U-turn. So this retreat is to take a U-turn. Do you know retreat means what? No, from where? It's to in war, no? In war, if you go, it is called retreat, which is not a good thing in war. But in life, it is a good thing. That little slow down, go back, think, rejuvenate yourself, and then progress further. There are 2 types of personality. There is a coconut personality. Now, people who are very strong from outside, very angry, dashing. They talk too much, work very fast. But from within, they are soft. which is not very good personality. Actually, the good personality is mango personality. Mango is soft from outside, hard from within. So from outside become flexible, easygoing, natural. But from within be determined that I am going to do this. Be firm on your thoughts, on your actions. There is eraser even on chairman's pencil. So we all can make mistakes. Well, correction is important. If chairman also doesn't correct, then the whole company will have difficulties. So even as an ordinary person, we might have made hundreds of mistakes. Now we can correct them. There is no substitute for self-motivation. No, when money motivates you, it doesn't last long. This may be a management point, that in a company, if you increase salary of your subordinate, it would last only for 2-3 months. Then again they are all the same. But if they are motivated from within, that would last forever. So the whole objective here is that learn to motivate yourself. And to motivate, start doing small things. Whenever time permits, today or maybe tomorrow morning, please write. Like, I am going to take these small steps. Something like, say, I will wake up 15 minutes before my normal schedule. Maybe somehow I will find time to do magnetic yoga for 10 minutes. I will do self-observation for 5 minutes. I will eat, say, 10% less than what I am eating normally. Likewise, start with small steps. Soon you will find that you will do difficult things. And quickly you might end up doing impossible. Only thing, that first step is important. Self-motivation is important. How many times you failed is not important. Every time you failed, if you rise again, that is important. Lot has been said about positive thinking. Before this, let me share something, which is again new. Do you know how many types of thoughts we have? Anybody heard about types of thoughts? Yeah. 2, negative and positive. Okay, good. Anything else? 4. Okay. In fact, I thought of 8 types of thoughts. And really, I will share, you would agree. And why 8 types? Because then you can differentiate. You can really differentiate. And they are really different. We can. That this thought, what was that? Even if you want, you can ask me. First is, if you have something, write down as well. If you are interested, they are recording. We can give you the CDs as well. If possible, maybe in pen drive. First is toxic thought. Why I say toxic? Because they are extremely dangerous. Negative is different. Negative is only negative. Say for example, in this presentation also I might have made some mistake. Then negative is, maybe I made a mistake. I should have done some homework so that I would have done still better. But toxic is useless. I am useless. I made a blunder. Now nobody will invite me. So these are toxic thoughts. You know, anger. Anger is again toxic thoughts. No, and indeed, no, anger creates those toxic chemicals. Hatred is a toxic thought. Revenge is a toxic thought. You might justify, but then the emotions, no, that negative emotion is so much, that surge of negative chemicals are there. And no, it's well known fact now, the whole new departments are started. You might have heard about psychoneuroimmunology. A newest department is there known as synaptic pharmacology. Pharmacology is junk, but here between the neurons, those chemicals which are released, whole department on synaptic pharmacology. Because it's so much. No, one need to dedicate almost a year to study those chemicals between the neurons and how they affect our body. Many times you must have understood one small thought and in whole body you might shiver, or some positive feeling also. So, they are toxic thoughts when they are negative. Second is negative thoughts now. First is toxic, second is negative. No, negative, that severity is less. Although you are searching for disadvantage in a particular situation, you are thinking negative about a person. The difference between toxic and negative is intensity. Third is waste thought. Waste, some waste, no? Garbage, W-A-S-T, waste thought, yeah. And why again a special category? Because maybe when you are at home, thinking about children is a positive thought. But now if you think about your children, it is a waste thought. Now you can't do anything, you are here. At home you are thinking about work at office. It is a waste thought. In office, that is a necessary thought. Getting me? Yeah. So likewise, no, this is again a special category, that we need to minimize our waste thoughts. Fourth is necessary thoughts. This no, first three we should remove completely. What are they? Toxic thoughts, negative thoughts, waste thoughts. No, if somebody, although very difficult, but if you could minimize it is best. Now fourth is necessary thoughts. Which are needed. Now no, if you are writing, that no, what is important out of what I am sharing, that is necessary. At home when you want to cook something, what are ingredients I need? That is a necessary thought. Even necessary thoughts also, if you minimize it, is good. Do action, but don't think much about it. If you can think of some lifestyle sort of a thing. Say for example, clothes to put on. If there can be something simple, then every time you don't have to think much. Founder of Facebook, he wears only one outfit. Somebody asked him why. He said, it saves my time. I don't have to think much. So likewise in many aspects, in your food, other aspects, work is necessary, but even necessary thoughts, if we can reduce, it will save lot of energy. Because each thought takes away some energy. Then next is positive thoughts. Now, what are positive thoughts? Lot has been said about positive thinking. Still, we are not able to do positive thinking. Reason? We don't know the essence or how to do it. Here are no few points. In every event, there is advantage as well as disadvantage. So find out advantage of any event. Recently, Amir Khan, you must be seeing those movies. No, Three Idiots or something. No, he's a very famous actor. Yeah, someone interviewed him. And then he said many things. One wonderful thing which I liked was he said his first film became success. But then many films were flop. So they even gave him a tag that one film success actor. But then he thought that what's the reason? Why my films are not successful? Then he worked on that. And then thought that, no, I need to bring perfection in everything I do. So now he would act only one film in a year. But every film is almost successful. So likewise, even there can be a failure, but learn. And why I remembered him, recently in an interview, from where I found, he said, now I am very famous, but there is a problem. Now I can't walk freely in the streets. If I want to walk freely in the streets, I have to go abroad, where people don't know me. So, there is a disadvantage in everything. Likewise, there is an advantage in everything. Every event of our life is like a rose plant. In a rose plant, there is a flower as well as a... So where you touch is important. So in life, mentally, where you focus is important. Say, your father was very strict. That is negative as well as positive. Maybe because he was strict, now you are disciplined. So that's a positive aspect of it. So every event, that advantage may be indirect. But search for that advantage and repeat the advantage. Second is maybe there is no advantage in a particular event. All disadvantages. But think that loss is less. Perhaps that loss would have been much more. Suppose if you met with an accident. So maybe there is small damage to the car, but you are saved. So don't feel tense. That's small. Even maybe I would have broken my legs, which would have been much more. So second is loss is less. The fourth important is learning a lesson. Generally, it's very difficult to learn something. But with some problem, when you learn a lesson, it's lifelong. So, that can be a great advantage. And very important, if nothing works, that third point is very, very important. At times, in present moment, there is no advantage. Even loss is also not less. That loss is too much. You cannot even learn any lesson out of it. Then what works? Let me share my personal experience, which is very, very true. I started balding even when I was 19-year-old, doing my first year in medical college. So just think, a 19-year-old, half bald, then what sort of comments people would make. I have faced all this, for which there is no treatment. We can't do anything. We cannot learn a lesson also, that how to prevent, because it is genetic. How to prevent, like it's genetically. I went to many doctors. Cool, good. It's something much more than that I wish. When I started my private practice in Mumbai, I was 34-year-old. Friends told me that, look, in the beginning, much patients won't come. Even I was mentally prepared. But within a couple of months, large number of patients started coming to me. I used to wonder, what's the reason? From where so many patients are coming? Once the mystery was solved, a company secretary came to me. He said, Doc, it seems you are senior most psychiatrist in our area. I never go to junior doctors. So, it took almost 15 years for me to find out what's the advantage of getting bald. Advantage of losing hair. You will not have to wait for 15 years. Within 15 days or 15 months, you will find something positive. But have that mindset. It is darkest and coolest before the dawn. Before the first ray of sun comes, it is darkest. So similarly, when you have darkest days in your life, think that now that rays of sun are going to be there. Believe, this belief system is important. During that phase, how we can keep cool. How we can maintain our enthusiasm, positivity is very, very important. So, positive thoughts. Another thing is elevated thoughts. Why difference again? It looks similar, but in fact, elevated thoughts are positively charged thoughts. Something like thought of love is definitely positive, but at the same time it is elevated. To have that self-esteem. Why I made you write all that? When you short list, really feel that is again you feel elevated. And elevated thoughts are also, before I tell you something, how is earth? Earth is flat or round? Anybody has seen? So no. But really it is round. Although it looks flat. But it is not true. The person who said, they wanted to hang him. That earth is round. If you make someone sit, illiterate person sit for whole day and keep looking at sun, then what he will conclude? What he will conclude? That sun is going around the earth. But is it true? So the point here is, things are not as we see. Even scientifically. If I tell a layman to describe this thumb, then they will say it's an oval shape. If you ask a student of biology that how is this thumb, no, he might put it under a microscope and will describe those cells. If you ask a professor of physics, no, subatomic particles, those who are studying, then do you know what he will say? He will say thumb doesn't exist. It's only those vibrations which came closer. Those subatomic particles, because they came closer, that's why it is there. So indeed, even in subatomic physics, they believe that whole universe is a ball of energy. And we are exchanging that energy. In fact, no, you might consider a person mad. At least, 10,000 particles which Nelson Mandela was breathing, we are also breathing. Scientifically, it's true. It is said that they are very, very micro particles, and we are exchanging across the universe. So, this understanding, many psychologists, even experts have started accepting this. The person who has worked intensively in this area of psychoneuroimmunologist, Dr. Deepak Chopra, even he says, we are not human beings with occasional spiritual experiences. In fact, we are spiritual beings with occasional human experiences. Actually, in essence, we are spiritual beings. So this thought is an elevated thought. As I said in the morning, that this life is a serial in which we are all just actors playing our role. No? So that soul is an actor. There is another powerful statement. We are not roles, we are souls. So these are some of the elevated thoughts. And finally is zero thinking. Again, why separate classification? Why separate classification? Because although there is a power in thoughts, say positive thoughts are powerful, elevated thoughts are still powerful, but 10 times more power is there in the gap between the thoughts. And unfortunately, we don't give the gap. At a time, we might be thinking on 2-3 subjects. Now, $1 million question is how not to think or how to create that gap. Even in general, when we tell somebody that please think less, then person says, Doctor, I'm not thinking, thoughts are coming. It's true. He's not thinking, thoughts are coming. But I will tell you the origin of thoughts. Now, no, since yesterday I am presenting, I have my own style of presentation, isn't it? So all of you are thinking, analyzing, coming to some judgment or whatever. But this video camera is not thinking, is not judging, is not coming to any conclusion, is just recording whatever I say. No, for video camera, nothing is good or bad. Nothing is useful or useless. It's just recording. So likewise, whenever possible, if your eyes can do a job of video camera, I have put sincere effort, in fact, to practice whatever I say, and found that almost 50% thoughts are not necessary. Like, when you meet someone, what sort of dress that person has put on, it's none of your concern. When you visit someone, how is the interior of his house, none of your concern. But we keep thinking. When you meet someone, how he sits, or how she sits, we think. We analyze, we judge. So that takes away a lot of thoughts. Keep asking, like today also, from now onward till tomorrow, tell yourself that I want to just see things as they are. Like when you go for lunch, don't think it is good or bad. Just as it is. I want to eat. Almost 50% of thoughts would reduce if you tell yourself that let my eyes do a job of camera. Let your ears do the job of a recording machine. No, recorder doesn't think. Let your hand, tongue do a job of a sensor. Suppose in lunch there is extra salt. Don't think. Just it is an extra salt. Otherwise, we go further that they don't know cooking. They are good in spirituality, but who is the cook there? Just the fact is there is little extra salt or maybe less salt. That's all. Try to practice and your thoughts will reduce. You will create a gap between the thoughts. And the real power is there in the gap between the thoughts. Some says that if we do this, we slow down. But who told you to do things fast? Actually, for health, even good relationship, for success, we need to do right thing at the right time. For that what we need is creative thinking. Please try to practice this, zero thinking. Although these things initially may not seem good, but when you practice, it's very easy. It's say, if you don't want anything, you will get everything. It might seem that, how come? But the crux is, exactly what you want is peace of mind. Even for 1 hour, if you do the activity, I ask everybody, what you want, why you want it. Then ultimate conclusion will be that we want peace of mind. We want happiness. And if you get all this, then why to struggle? And this does not even mean that you will not do anything. You will do, but it will be natural. Like how river flows naturally. So even your life also will flow naturally. You don't have to prove much. When you try to prove, there is a lot of resistance from opposite side. Just yesterday also I said, inside-out approach. Just think of improving from within. Even acquiring certain skills from within. And as you really improve, if you come to that level, nobody can prevent you. To be recognized, to be successful, nobody can prevent you. Initially, it might look that I am slowing down. But most important is, as I said, no, peace of mind. Suppose, no, with struggle you achieve something, but if your wife commits suicide, then what's the use? Or maybe, with struggle you get so many things, and at the age of 40, if you get a heart attack, then. So actually, the essence, the secret is between hammer and key. Got it? That hammer and key is very important. So know the secret of life, secret of health, success, everything. So these are 8 types of thoughts. Yeah, please try. Let's see who remembers all the 8. Try. Not 8? Okay, maybe might. No, let me try. No, maybe it may be my mistake. No, I will repeat then. First is toxic thought. Second is negative thought. Third is waste thought. Fourth is necessary thought. Fifth is positive thought. Sixth is elevated thought. Maybe one is left out, true. And seventh is zero thought. Maybe, it's my, let me think. I will be able to tell you. I've thought of 8, one thought, one type of thought, probably I will tell you. So at least now we have 7 types of thoughts, okay? 7. Pardon? No, creative thought, no, that's not a special thought. My thinking. This can be one of the type of thoughts, but when I was thinking, it's something different, I would probably remember. So 7, okay now? Yes. Yeah, please think of all that 7 thoughts. Yeah, close your eyes. Think whether you can remember. Keep trying. Your brain is creating circuits. Yeah, okay. Anybody can remember? No, I remembered 8 thought. Is right thinking. No, right thinking. Now, what's the difference between now necessary thought, positive thoughts, and a right thought? Necessary thought is, I'm doing something. Like I need to prepare for my presentation, so that is necessary thought. Positive thought is something positive out of it. And now what is right thinking? Just 1 minute. The difference between negative thought and right thought. In negative thought, we are thinking of disadvantage. And most of the time we tend to exaggerate. That suppose loss is 15%, so let it be 15%. Don't make it 60%. There are almost no different ways in which we tend to indulge into wrong thinking. Something like magnifying, all or none thinking. For some, life is only black and white. There is only success or failure. But actually life is shades of gray. So right thinking is, there is a problem, but how much? Don't magnify, don't exaggerate. Even though there is another negative thought called, why me? If you develop heart problem, you will think, why me? No, it's not only you. Others also are suffering. Maybe they have some different problem. So now whenever that thought comes, no, why me? Then ask yourself that when there was something good, I didn't ask why me. There are good things in life also. At that time also you should, why me? So the same way, when something negative comes, I should not say, why me? There is another thing called fly mentality. Yeah? If there is a dirt and a sweet, no, flies will more sit on the dirt. So some have that mentality. In life also there is a good as well as bad. We tend to pick up bad things. So this is 8th type. Okay? Anybody remembered 7? All the 7 who could remember? 7. Okay, please get up. Yes, sir. Let her repeat. Good, it's your revision. Come here. Yeah, wait. No. Mike, please. Yeah, wait. No, it's revision for them as well. Now, no, add that this right thinking is 8th type. Okay. Yeah.
So the first type is toxic. The second is negative. The third is wasteful. Fourth is necessary. Fifth is positive. Sixth is right thinking. Seventh is elevated. And 8th is zero thoughts.
Excellent. Got it? No, why so much, no? Funny thought. There can be many, no? There can be different things. Yes. No, creative thoughts, as somebody said, no, creative thinking, no? No, funny thoughts again can be unnecessary thoughts sometimes. Okay, yeah. So now out of these 8 types of thoughts, even though somebody in it, no, it's really, this can be another type. Huh? Someone said automatic thought. No, within fraction of second that comes automatically. So at least these 8 types, and whatever thoughts you have not tried to classify them. That one second, the particular thought, whether it was toxic thought, it was waste thought, whether it was negative thought, it was necessary thought, and then even in positive side. And if it is on that negative side, how I can transform that thought. I will even share a technique with you. Yes, brother. It's 1 o'clock. Fine. Probably you can't control. Because no, if you try to control, you are trying to suppress. No, and it is said, what you resist, persist. If you suppress, it might come out with double the force. Only thing what we can easily do now is repress. At that time, very easily, we are able to repress. Oh, that's 1 o'clock. No, in the afternoon session, we'll go ahead. But think of these 8 types of thoughts. Even try to classify. Now, in the afternoon session, we are going to do another homework. No, so we are preparing ground for it. No, so if you start thinking, no, it will become easier. We'll be doing here itself because it's necessary. In that homework, what we are going to do is, brothers will write letter to father, and sisters will write a letter to mother. Why, I will tell you later on. No, why like this? Sisters will write a letter to mother, and that letter is something like this. Mom, I am thankful to you because. And underneath write 51 points. You may say, Mom has not done even 5 good things to me. Even I can tell you 5 things. Say, Mom, I am thankful to you because you nurtured me in your womb for 9 months. No, which is very difficult. If you are a mother, you know. Mom, you breastfeeded me. Likewise, no, simple things. Start with simple things, and then now we have to write 51. So convert even negative into positive. That you were strict with me because I was lazy. Okay? Start thinking, so that in the afternoon session we are going to do this homework. Yeah, with 1 minute of silence. If there is any announcement also, sister would announce. And no, please relax. You got up early. Eat silently, small quantity, chew it properly. We don't mind. You can eat as much as you want, but it's for your health. Then please do relax for a while also. Otherwise, you may not be taking rest at home. But now, because we want to involve, gain maximum out of this session, so at least for half an hour, 45 minutes, whatever is available, do really have a good nap. Then you will be fresh. We'll have even tea, and then please come at proper time. Yeah, 1 minute of silence, and then if there is any other announcement. Yeah. But yes, feel free. Yes, you can. As I said, no, what is life? The first point is life is a choice. Now, no, as you walk down, whether to walk with awareness or fast is your choice. No, when you're eating, eat slowly or fast is your choice. During the break, although I told you take nap, but some may choose not to. No? So it is your, so like no, every second, what to think is also our choice. So indeed, life is a choice. No, what you choose is very, very important. Although it's true that a particular event might drag your intellect more into negative direction. But in that also, that is our art, to choose something positive. Okay? Yeah, just 1 minute of silence.
I'm a peaceful soul. Om Shanti Om. I'm a peaceful soul. ये ध्वनि मंगल ध्वनि है. Om Shanti Om. This sound is a sacred sound. Om Shanti Om. Om Shanti.